This episode is dedicated to our lady listeners.
What's up, players?
Yo. What up, boys?
What up, Codester?
It's the Ghostster coming to do Cody.
The Jakester. The Anthony-ster. That doesn't work. You can't say Anthony-ster.
We could say Tonester.
Tonester. Yeah, I could be Tonester.
The Tonester. AT.
No. So what up, Jakey Poo? How you feeling up? Are you still on your deathbed?
No, I just I've been feeling like weird since Thursday. And then finally last night after work I went to urgent care and I was like, what's the deal with my mouth? Cuz it's all like red and swollen inside.
Yikes.
And the doctor was like, oh yeah, you got strep. He like did the culture test and I was like, god damn it, dude. I don't even know like how I got it. Straight up.
You've been sucking too much face, bro.
No, I mean, no.
Those are baseless claims.
Nobody has strep in my life right now.
I do.
You probably gave it to me digitally, bro.
Digital strep. Yeah, strep sucks. One time I went to the doctor to get like a strep test, and this, I don't know if this has ever happened to you guys in any situation, but this is the only time this has ever happened where my body went into fight or flight immediately, and I had no control over it. So, like when you get a strep test, the doctor takes like a really long Q-tip
and rubs your mouth and everything.
Yeah, but the back of your throat. So you're gonna have a gag reflex if you're that kind of person. It happens to me.
Unless you're me.
Unless you're Cody. Because what did you say, Cody? You're
the Burlington Throat Factory. I said that.
Unfortunately, I'm not the Burlington Throat Factory. And so what happened was when the doctor put the Q-tip in the back of my throat, immediately my right arm went up and grabbed this dude by the wrist.
Oh shit.
I had no conscious movement of that. And the doctor was like, I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't even mean to. The doctor's like, no, this happens a lot. I was like, what?
Yeah. Anthony's a sleeper agent.
I guess so. Exactly. It was just it was literally when you go to the doctor and they hit you below the knee to check your reflex, that kind of thing. It was like that. My arm immediately was like, oh.
That's crazy.
It's like a history of violence.
Ooh. Like the movie with Viggo Mortensen?
Exactly.
That I've never seen.
Which is a great movie, by the way, and a comic book.
Yeah, it is a comic book movie.
Great movie and a comic book. Anthony's never seen it. All things we know.
Yeah.
You've never seen History of Violence?
No. Come on.
What do you mean, come on, dude? You haven't seen some classic shit.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's
in the realm of possibility that you would not have seen History of Violence.
That's what I'm saying. I did it. And I have the comic, though, but I've never read it.
Oh, wait. So you have seen it or you have not?
I haven't seen it, but I have the comic, but I haven't read it either.
Oh, dude, you should watch it. That movie's fire.
Yeah, Anthony, but it's also super unsurprising that Anthony missed it.
Right. That's what I mean. Yeah,
no, you're right. Absolutely. I was a little surprised if you did. I was like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Anthony's seen a movie?
Yeah. I was like, it's funny. You know what I noticed is that on our notes, on the notes app, Joey updates which movies you haven't seen.
That shit updated. I need it. I need the updated list. I didn't know he kept it updated.
Oh, I thought you could see it. I see it. I get a notification every time it gets updated.
Oh, no. What?
I think it might just be you and Joey.
I thought it was you, but it's just Joey that's updating it.
Oh, Joey. Shout out to Joey. Everyone give him a follow. Yeah. He does all of the art for us, and he's just a overall cool motherfucker.
You should also go follow him because since it's October, he always participates in Inktober.
Yeah.
Where every day he puts out a different piece of art with a specific theme. And he just has a really cool page. His Instagram page is pretty sweet.
Yeah, definitely worth the follow. The dude's mad talented.
He's also been on an episode. If you want to check that out, he joined us for a Sunday Smoke Sesh episode to talk about Black Sad Volume 2. That was a fun one.
Yeah, Joey's a cool dude. I stan Joey.
Yeah,
me too. I'm my only beef with him is that we haven't met yet in person.
That's true. He is like the shadow member of the group.
He's like our Wong. Can we say that? Like
he
pops
Wong.
in.
Yes.
Speaking of Wong, that takes us to today's episode of Comics and Chronic, where we discuss She-Hulk, Anthony's favorite show.
Let me just say this before we get into it. You guys are already painting it out to be this is not the worst MCU show by any means, and I didn't hate this show by any means.
Fuck no, it's not.
I just don't like it as much as you guys, and I guess as much as a lot of people who watch it. But
I disagree. I think most people who watch it don't like it.
Really? No, everyone I talked to told me they liked it.
Yeah, everything I see on the internet is a bunch of dudes being like, "Oh, great, she's twerking with Megan Thee Stallion. This is what Stanley died for."
No, but fuck those dudes. Why do we even care about their opinions?
I've never tasted pussy before.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
That's what you sound like, Anthony. You sound like one of these incels,
do I really?
dude. Yes. Yeah. What I don't get is, okay, I can get not liking it. I can get criticizing it. But what I don't get is it kind of has the same humor as, quite frankly, shows that I don't fucking like The Office, and it's within that wheelhouse of humor wise.
See, I would disagree with that. I know you don't like The Office. I like The Office, but I don't see one of my gripes with the show. I'll say, and I didn't mean to interrupt, so you continue right after this. But I just didn't think the show was funny, and I know you guys thought it was funny.
I literally there were episodes where I laughed out loud at certain jokes.
Oh, no, me too. No, don't get me wrong. Me too. But it's MCU's, they consider it the MCU's first half-hour sitcom, or the first, their first comedy. And I thought, it was just I thought you were going to say it's like MCU humor, which it was. It still had that.
It did, but it also still had some, good, witty writing.
Good witty writing.
There were some sharp, quick
I will
quick
agree
jokes.
with that, for sure.
And I like that it's really the first feminine property Marvel's done. I'm saying in the sense that women.
Black Widow?
Black Widow is
Miss Marvel?
Miss Marvel,
okay, but I would say
WandaVision?
You're misunderstanding what I'm saying.
I know, sorry.
What I'm saying, not that it's the first property starring a woman, as much as it's the first property made for women, and with women's senses of humor, and with women pop culture references, and with celebrities that are
women can be funny too, Cody. Okay.
No, and that's what I appreciate about it.
No, I know. Have you guys never seen the South Park? You guys never get that reference whenever I do it.
No, it's just a reference I've heard a million times.
Yeah.
I forgot. Cody only makes cool, once in a while, obscure references that only only the greats get.
Only hipsters.
I didn't think it was a reference. I just think it's you just being Jake in a funny way, being
I just think it's hilarious whenever Cartman says it, because it's so condescending and he doesn't mean it.
Yeah, no, but I get what you were saying, Cody. Exactly. The target audience for this show is very clearly women
and progressives.
That's not that's not a value judgment. That's just it's clear. It's the head writer, the director, the writing team. It's very women centric, and the show is infused with that in a good way. I mean, that's a good thing. It's what separates a lot of other MCU properties.
I love it. I have It's one of my. It caused it to be one of my favorite shows. Just the writing style, the fact that it's so clearly geared towards women, that you know what I mean. It's about, and here's my biggest beef with it is that at times it feels a little try-hardy with the whole Titania being an influencer, and I feel media struggles so hard at capturing the real essence of being influencers, and what it's like to be so. And I'm not saying that these people are given a hard time, but it is in the sense that when a false Like whenever this like plot of a movie or something involves influencers, they just taste like, or feel like caricatures.
They taste like, wait, what?
They feel like caricatures of what an influencer should be, rather than like, you know what I mean? Like it's so hammy. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Cool story, Cody. She was barely in it. I don't know if I really like. She doesn't weigh.
I feel like Marvel's attempt at trying to capture influencer culture and stuff like that, it just didn't feel spot on to me. Like it didn't capture it for me. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. Sure. If you're an idiot. I'm just kidding. I totally get it.
Look at these incels. I apologize to our audience who are otherwise progressive and welcoming of the other gender's humor. I don't know what's going on. It's all this, these kind of people. You guys should be members of intelligentsia or whatever they're called.
Ooh. Intelligentsia.
Dude, I did like the plot twist at the end, what they did with the finale.
I liked most of it, honestly. I loved the whole show. I loved the show. I enjoyed it. Me and Ko watched it together. It fucking ruled. At first, the only jarring thing for me was her CGI.
Throughout, the CGI was just, sometimes it was good, sometimes it was awful.
It was pretty, I give you that. Hers was very inconsistent.
Yeah.
You know, like that took me out of certain moments.
But I started to like not care. You know what I think it is? Like really, when you look at like the Hulk, like when they do the Hulk, dude, you can always see like his like pores and his stubble on his beard. Like his face has depth and texture. And I feel like with She-Hulk, they made her like super smooth skin, and you know, like there was no depth to her face, and that's what I think made the CGI look bad. Because she's wearing mocap shit just as Mark Ruffalo is, so it's like there's really no reason for her CGI to look any worse than his.
Well, that was a big thing. You guys remember not that long ago it was coming out that like how the CGI artists were being treated at Marvel and then just the movie industry in general, but specifically Marvel, like they have no time. They're always, getting told to make these changes last minute, and they have to put in these crazy hours, and they just get treated so poorly. And that's what leads to the CGI not looking so good. And that's even a point at the end in the finale when they break the fourth wall. They bring that up. Like that's real life shit. But maybe let's wait to talk about the finale. There's a bunch of other episodes before that, but I don't know. That sort of thing was what made me not like the show so much. I don't know.
I liked most of it. It definitely wasn't Marvel's best show, but I thought it ruled. Loved the Daredevil episode.
I would actually argue otherwise. I would argue that it is one of Marvel's strongest shows that's come out so far.
I said it's not its best, not that it wasn't.
I don't think it's the best. I think it's one of the best.
That's all I said.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
One of the best.
I would put She-Hulk.
I'd put it in the top 5.
Yeah, I would put She-Hulk in top 5 also. Easily.
Oof.
Probably for me around 4 or 5, but still it would make the top 5.
I agree. It would make top 5 for me too. I liked it better than Miss Marvel, if I'm being quite honest.
Ooh, really? See, I loved Miss Marvel. This does not.
I like
Miss Marvel. I like way more than this show.
Really, dude? This show didn't have propaganda, dog. Fuck that shit. Miss Marvel had hard propaganda.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We did take that into account. We did take that into account.
I don't know. First, he's Blue Lives Matter, and now he hates women. Anthony, what's happening to you?
I don't know. Am I becoming like right wing Anthony? I can't. That can't be my new persona for this show. I don't want to do that. That's not even me.
Yeah,
right wing Anthony. Also, it would just look so bad on you.
Yeah, right. It just wouldn't work. I can't be. That's not me.
How the choir boy to right wing pipeline worked out for you.
Unfortunately.
We saw it happen before our very eyes through She-Hulk.
Got to bring back Coke dealer Anthony, but
I did I loved the actors and actresses in the show.
Yeah. I agree.
Loved everybody.
I really liked her, She-Hulk, Tatiana Maslany.
Oh, she was great.
Also, such a baddie.
She's a cutie for sure.
If I'm being honest, the single most unrealistic thing about the show was that nobody wanted to date her.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Like that episode where like she turns back to herself, and that one dude she slept with was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go." I was like, "Dude, I'm gonna stay."
Yeah,
Like, she just made you breakfast. She smashed you as She-Hulk. Now I'm going to smash her as regular Jennifer Walters. Like, dude, I would stay, man. That wouldn't scare me away. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I agree. That's unrealistic.
Because she's fine.
She is fine. So is her fucking paralegal friend.
And she's funny and she's smart and she's like, she's got a career. You know what I mean?
I really found her to be really funny. Like that actress. She delivered her lines with like really good timing and wit.
Yeah, I concur.
Dude, in the last episode, when she is breaking the fourth wall with talking to Kevin, and she's like, that's what Hulks do. We smash things. Bruce smashes walls. I smash or Bruce smashes people. I smash the fourth wall. And Matt Murdock sometimes.
That was great. Absolutely. I'm not a lot. I feel like a lot of people who didn't like this show just kind of wanted to see Daredevil. Like that was like a complaint. Like, when are we going to see Daredevil?
Dude, I loved seeing him.
Daredevil was a great inclusion, and I love seeing Daredevil. But the show, again, I don't hate it.
Was a She-Hulk show.
It's a She-Hulk show, exactly. And the MCU, we always love crossovers and stuff like that. But the show didn't need Daredevil, but he definitely added to it. For me in a big way, because his scenes were just, Charlie Cox killed it. There was nothing wrong with this new portrayal of Daredevil. You know, I like
the people love Charlie Cox as Daredevil.
Yep. I liked how he was like a different kind of fighter. Like he could do flips and shit that's kind of more comic accurate that you couldn't see him do in Netflix, you know?
I agree. They made him way more acrobatic in this than he was in the Netflix series, because you're right. They have a CGI budget, so they can make him do all kinds of, triple axles in the air.
Yeah.
And dude, he was also like killing it when he was doing Daredevil shit. I was like, damn, that's still Daredevil.
Yeah, he was killing it as Daredevil and as Matt Murdock. He was hilarious.
Classic yellow costume, man. I'm a big fan of it. I'm down with the yellow.
Dude, I loved the whole thing about the superhero designer. I loved that whole thing. Just because it's realistically how things would be. There would be some ultra designer who had stranglehold on superhero costumes just because we live in you know what I mean? Like, I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. That all felt real to me. You know what I mean?
Do you have a stand-up comedian, a person that every stand-up comedian goes to get a special stand-up comedian attire so it's funny enough? But
no, but you have certain, there's only a handful of people that are there's tons of them, but as far as directors, record labels, there's only a handful of there's very niche people who kind of have even photographers. New York and LA both have people who are just photographers for stand-up, you know what I mean? To take those special shots that you're seeing all over the internet all the time.
Mm-hmm. You gave me a very serious answer for a question I didn't know there was going to be an answer to. But I like it. I learned something.
I was a big fan of their romance, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? They deserve to.
I liked that it was kind of a one-night stand, but
But not really. He had dinner with their family in the end.
Yeah.
But at the beginning.
Was a good Catholic boy. You know?
Yeah, he's a good Catholic boy that be slanging dong, bro.
Dude, that's how Catholics do.
It's true.
That's how Catholics do.
Yeah.
It's true. They be slanging.
Aren't nuns married to God? God himself is slanging dong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It says that in the Bible.
It says that in the Bible. God be slanging.
Yeah. It's Ezekiel 4:20.
Yeah. Ezekiel 69.
But I liked, it felt organic, their relationship. It didn't feel forced. It it was fun. You know, it was a superhero team up, but it was also just a fun, it would have been cool. Honestly, I would not have been mad if you never saw him in Daredevil costume. Not that it wasn't cool, but it worked well enough that you could just see them there could have been a whole episode where they're just getting to know each other and go on a date, but that doesn't even happen, not that it wouldn't, but I'm just saying that's when a show is good enough where you could just have a scene where two people are just talking and having a good time, then all right, that's good. They're doing something right. But not every scene in the show felt that way. Some of it did just feel, I don't know, just a bit too forced. I get the message you're trying to do, but sometimes it's a bit too ham-fisted, it's how the CGI takes you out of it. Sometimes certain lines in shows and movies just will take you out of it and just okay.
See, I'm not saying this show didn't have that. I'm just saying I found it a little more bearable than the other one. Like, if you're really going to talk about that, I would say Miss Marvel does that way more than this show does it. With their like, oh, like we're standing up to terror, like prejudice. Like it's like
no, yeah. Falcon and Winter Soldier had plenty of that.
Soldier
like
does that.
Every show has those lines where it's just like, yes, we get it, but you could have said it in a way that was just like. Not so like, yes, we get it.
Falcon and Winter Soldier almost does the worst because there's literally a scene where Falcon goes with his sister to get a loan from the bank and they deny him. And it's like, this dude's an Avenger. And you're denying him a bank loan.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like, because he's black, they're like, oh, sorry, we're going to treat you unfairly. It's like, would that really happen to an Avenger?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. We get it.
Well, wasn't the point of that scene like Tony Stark's gone, so like the Avengers just for whatever reason
Avengers
just never
got
had like like no one has money.
They got money.
Yeah, the Avengers some broke ass bitches right now.
I mean, who really has jobs?
That's true. Not a single one of them has jobs.
Yeah, the star of our show this time is the only.
That's true. Yeah, her and Matt Murdock are the only working people in the MCU, and they're lawyers.
Yeah,
what I thought you were going to actually pick a bone with, Anthony, because I almost picked a bone with it at first, but then like over time I was like, all right, I'm kind of down with this.
I have more bones to pick. I might have what's this one?
Was the Abomination.
No, that was fine. I mean, it was fine in the sense like that's just an MCU thing to just take a character and just do something silly with it.
Him.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. Like at first I thought, I was like, oh really? They're not going to make him like a classic villain and fight. But then I was like, and then he goes off with Wong in the end. I was like, all right, I'm kind of cool I'm down to see where this goes.
Right. Well, yeah, he's going to be one of the. Is he going to be on the?
Not the Thunderbolts, but it feels like Wong's putting together a team as well. Because now, if you think about it, America Chavez is still at Carmitage. Now he has Abomination. You know what I mean? So
Squad is forming.
He has the Minotaur dude from Doctor Strange.
Ooh. I mean, they could be the Defenders. That's probably what that team's going to be then, right? Doctor Strange and the Defenders. That's probably going to be the next Doctor Strange.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Right? Like, and you don't even need to, like, they're building that team through movies and TV, that seems then, because Wong is, like, showing up in everything. Let's talk about the Wong episode. That's single-handedly my favorite episode. Hands down the best episode of the series, I think. Like, I love the Daredevil one.
With the magician?
But I love the Wong one. Yeah, the magician one. Yeah.
That one is really good.
That's what I wanted every episode of She-Hulk to be, where she's doing some wacky-ass lawyer trial with maybe someone like Wong, it doesn't always have to be, but like something like supernatural or where you need She-Hulk involved. And like, it was just such a good mix of her being Jen Walters, her being She-Hulk, and like the supporting, it was just like everything. I thought that, the fucking Sopranos, while we were recording Sopranos Summer. Oh my God.
Yeah. And he was watching the episode where Adriana gets killed.
Yes.
Long-term parking.
Yeah, dude. No, the Wong episode was great. I'd say, honestly, I was sitting here while you were talking about this, thinking about my favorite episodes, but I like a lot. I liked the episode with the support group on Tim Roth's ranch.
Oh, that was a good one, too.
I liked that one, too. I didn't think I was going to, but I did like it.
Yeah, I really like that. Tim Roth has become this like Ram Dass-esque guru. And, you know what I mean? Just like leading people through on a spiritual journey, trying to
Yeah. I kind of like that too, because it's like, dude, also, I didn't realize like in the finale when you see Abomination starts fighting Smart Hulk, dude, he's so much bigger than Hulk.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't realize he was like...
Even what's his name was bigger than our Hulk. I was like, what? Why did they make that Hulk guy bigger? Hulk King. They made him bigger than Bruce. I was like, what? That didn't count, but...
They kind of did my boy Bruce dirty, honestly.
Yeah, they did.
In the first... Okay, let me just get this out. In the first episode, it has Jennifer hitting him with a Jeep And he's like, pushing against it, can't do it. But we've seen in the Avengers, the Hulk single-handedly punch one of the giant worm aliens and stop it in its tracks. And I'm like, yo, they have nerfed the Hulk significantly.
Dude, MCU love nerfing people.
Smart Hulk is a weak bitch.
Yeah. Hulk is the Melfi of the Avengers.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
He's definitely the Melfi of the Avengers. But he didn't used to be. OG Hulk was like the Furio of the Avengers.
Yeah. OG Hulk was a force to be reckoned with.
Exactly. Yeah. Now they can they just get rid of Smart Hulk, man?
As soon as Thanos beat the shit out of Hulk, Hulk has never been the same.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh, that's a good point.
But for the wrong reasons. They're like, oh, we're going to go in this direction. It's like, nah, can you not? Like, we kind of just want OG Hulk back.
Yeah. Make it a body horror one. Do anything else.
You could do anything else.
So, like, earlier in the series, when they show Hulk going off to space, he says, I'm going back to Skaar. I'm like, oh shit, are they finally setting up for Planet Hulk? Like, they're going to kind of give us a redo almost? And it was like, nope.
Nah, he comes back with his son.
For a split second, they show you Skaar, who looks so fucking stupid.
Why did they make him look like that?
That bothers me. Like, that doesn't take points away from the show because it's just kind of like MCU shoehorning that kind of stuff in.
Dude, but why was his hairline like that?
It was so dumb. It was so dumb.
It made for great memes of barbers being like, damn, my boy, they fucked your shit up.
Dude, but so stupid.
Like, I think they just should have shown us, they should have shown us Bruce going in that ship to space, and that's it for this rest of the series.
That's it. I agree, man. The Skaar thing didn't add anything. That scene would have been just as good, just ending with Matt Murdock on her having dinner at their parents' house.
Yeah,
you didn't need like Bruce coming back with his son didn't add a single thing. It actually took away.
Not at all.
It took away.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Bruce Banner alone might single-handedly make me not give it a 6.
Ooh.
No, Bruce Banner's entire presence in the show. I know for her story, it was, although I did love at the end, the Lou Ferrigno
that
intro.
was sick. The opening to the finale episode where it does the shot-for-shot opening of the OG Hulk TV show, that was actually really cool.
I like that a lot.
I like that a lot, too.
That was awesome.
I agree. That was awesome. I like when they pay homage to their classic shit.
Yeah, but that being said, Bruce Banner's presence in the show at all was whack.
He even said there was a moment where he was like, bruh. I was like, what? No, that's dumb. That's just so dumb.
Bruh.
Yeah. Of all people, why is he saying it? And also it's just like, what?
It made me like Abomination more than Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Tim Roth killed it as Abomination, and that was what I wanted to say before. Like, so what that they made his character like kind of goofy? Like Tim Roth was able to pull it off, so I loved it.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm down to see him. I hope we get to see more of him in the MCU.
Yeah, he deserves it.
He deserves
it.
Dude.
Get rid of Ruffalo.
Yeah. Hashtag get rid of Ruffalo.
Yeah.
You heard they were trying to do a quick scene like with Ed Norton as the Hulk.
I heard that.
Or as Bruce, something like that.
Or that she had pitched it, but I guess people involved in it.
That would have been funny. They should have done something like that.
Yeah. I don't know if our boy Eddie N would come back for it.
No, he's kind of a dick from what I hear.
Yeah.
Really? I haven't heard that he's a dick, but that,
I have.
He's just one of those actors that's just like so full of himself. Like because he's an actor, he's just like, you must respect the craft and all this kind of stuff. That's just I get it. You want to be a great actor, but you don't. He's like Daniel Day-Lewis. You hear like that guy's like method acting to an extreme where he's just like treating people like shit on set.
Who would you use Daniel Day-Lewis to be in either like DC
Dr.
or
Doom.
Marvel? Dr. Doom? No. He's what?
No.
He's too old.
Too old and skinny and yeah.
Yeah. A young Daniel Day-Lewis, sure.
Yeah, but Daniel Day-Lewis, he's old now.
Yeah, he's old.
I mean, he looked old even when he played Billy the Butcher in Gangs of New York. Like, he's an old, skinny man.
That's the one I was picturing for some reason.
I don't know. I can't get it.
I could see him in that, but not like... I don't know. Who would he be he'd have to be like a good mastermind kind of villain. That being said, fuck that. Marvel doesn't deserve Daniel Day-Lewis.
Ooh.
Look at how they did Christian Bale.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, why give them these insanely talented actors that they're going to squander?
Well, they just got Harrison Ford.
Yeah, exactly. Marvel hasn't made good use of a villain, I feel like, since like Thanos.
Yeah.
And maybe
Loki.
Yeah, but Loki was a hero in this one.
No, I know, but I mean, until this show, he's always been like the villain, low key. But
I still wouldn't sleep on Zemo. Zemo was still pretty cool in Falcon Winter Soldier.
Okay,
Kang, of course.
Good
Kang,
point.
I'm so hyped for Kang. You know,
I was gonna say Kang.
That trailer looks sick.
Mm-hmm. Namor looks like he's gonna be the villain, but we know he's not a villain, but we know like he's gonna be oh man, I'm so excited for Wakanda Forever.
I'm pumped for him. I'm pumped for that movie, but I'm also really pumped for that dude's portrayal of Namor.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how that plays out.
He's gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like Namor single-handedly is gonna like fuck up shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for Namor. Tina Huerta is that guy's name. That dude is like, I like looked him up, Googled him. He's cool. He's like Mexican, but he's like actually like he can track his lineage to like ancient, like I'm gonna fuck it up. I don't know if it's Mayan or Aztec, but one of them, like it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
He was in Narcos.
No, I'm so excited. I'm really excited to see. This is like if they fuck this up, which they won't. But because I don't think Ryan Coogler would have stayed on if they were going to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he had to be convinced to even keep going.
Did he?
Yeah, he didn't want to like when Chadwick Boseman died. I saw in an interview. He's like, I didn't really want to keep going, but then we started talking about it and brainstorming, and like he worked out like the story. So
I mean, yeah. But that being said, like I don't. If they fuck it up,
gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be awesome.
No, it's gonna be incredible. It's gonna be the best.
Phase 4 thing.
Yeah.
I'd wager. What's your favorite Phase 4? We talked about this, right?
We did, right?
Mine's Doctor Doom.
Or you mean Doctor Strange?
I mean Doctor Strange.
I was like, there was a Doctor Doom.
I would say Phase 4, honestly, yeah, probably. I do like Doctor Strange better than Spider-Man No Way Home, honestly.
For me, honestly, like by a sizable margin.
Yeah, I would say, I guess.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I would say Doctor Strange was my favorite Phase 4 thing.
That being said, I'm pumped for motherfucking Black Panther, and I'm pumped for Ant-Man.
Yeah, Ant-Man looked cool. That trailer looks awesome.
Yeah, that trailer.
Dude, Kang looks cool. It looks cool.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors, man.
Yep.
Who in that close-up where he like says he's like, so what's going to be Ant-Man? And like, you know how Kang has the helmet where it has like lines on it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it looked like Kang's
like
face had scars. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's sick, dude. Also, it looks like he's wearing a crazy comic accurate costume.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's what I really liked. I was like, oh, this looks like I like comic accurate costumes.
Comic accurate costumes rule. I love that they used Beyond the Yellow Brick Road. That was a really cool song.
Who is Ant-Man's daughter? Like, what's her superhero name?
So she starts off as Stature, where she's just kind of like giant. She becomes giant all the time, or she becomes Stinger more recently, where she's kind of like Wasp. But she could also become giant. Like she's Ant-Man, but she's Ant-Man, when she starts out off, she's Stature.
Stature. I don't like that name, Stature. That's kind
Stature. Yeah, I don't know if they'll make her Stature, but I'm sure like she's gonna have the powers. I'm glad they're bringing her in. Her inclusion is just another sign that the Young Avengers are 100% like a thing that's about to happen. Like they're setting up all those pieces.
Who do you think the villain is going to be, or who would you want the Young Avengers villain to be?
It's probably going to be Kang.
You think we'll see the Young Avengers fight Kang?
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
I mean, they'll definitely have a role in it, but I don't know. I mean, if he's going to be the Ant-Man villain, he'll probably just until Secret Wars, probably just be on and off again a villain.
Well, somebody also, I was reading on the internet that like, yeah, this is Kang that we see in this one, but we know there's variants of Kang. And we know
like the one we saw in Loki was a different Kang.
Yeah, and we also know that at the end of Loki's in a different dimension, and he sees that giant statue of Kang.
Yep.
And he's like, oh shit. So we don't even know if that's Kang from Quantumania or if that's a different Kang.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's implied that there's just mad Kangs out there fucking shit up.
Yeah, one of the variants of Kang is a kid, and he's called Iron Lad. And when Young Avengers, like he's one of the originals on the team, and at first you're not sure who the Young Avengers are, so you just think this is some kid that like made his own Tony Stark armor, or maybe he's like Tony Stark's future kid or something like that. But you learn like he's actually young Kang before any of this shit happens. So he sees and knows King and knows he doesn't want to become that. It's interesting. Like he's his own king, you know, he's not the king we know. He's just like an untainted king. Think of it that way. I don't know. I think that's cool. I think it's something they could definitely play with.
Damn.
I mean, I like it when the X-Men do that in X-Force and kind of do a untainted apocalypse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kid Apocalypse. Yep. Exactly.
I like that they mentioned X-Men, and Kevin was just like, we can't talk about that.
Yeah, we can't talk about that.
That was funny.
Yeah, let's talk about the finale. You guys like the finale, huh?
Yeah, loved it, in fact.
I loved it. I agree. I was a huge fan of the whole, like, when she pops out of the Disney Plus windows and everything.
That was awesome.
I loved it.
Really
I
cool.
was just like, this is cool as fuck. Like, this is very comic booky. Like, it felt,
not even Deadpool has broken the fourth wall that hard.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like she
and then when she was beating the shit out of the Marvel security, fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And I love that it didn't end in a fight. That it was just resolved in the conversation with Kevin, and then it was over.
Yeah. Well, a couple of things about that. Well, first of all, like her whole thing is like, yeah, let's not end it in a fight. But okay, a lot of the MCU shows don't end in a fight, but they do end with like the main character like going to like this person, whether it's like Loki and Sylvie going to Kang, WandaVision and Agatha, like Agatha all along moments basically where like the main villain turns around and is like, well, this whole time this was happening.
Yeah.
And that's kind of still what happens here where Kevin is just kind of like, you know, like that, like her going to Kevin's almost like Wizard of Oz type scenario. But like, I like the ending. I'm not trying to shit on it. I don't really, I thought the Kevin thing was corny. That's all. I didn't like that too much.
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was funny. I didn't think it was the worst thing. I
like that it like before our eyes retconned the blood thing that she kept joking about. I like that she was like, get rid of Hulk. We don't need him. You know what I mean? Like he's not adding anything to the story. All of that. Like I think the fact that they were out loud being like, okay, some of our writing kind of has sucked in the past. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, and that the way that, like, it felt very self-aware in a cool way. You know what I mean?
really liked when she enters the writing room and she's like, I want to talk to Kevin. And they're like, start laughing at her. They're like, and one of them says, I would literally kill you before letting you meet Kevin.
Yeah, dude, that scene was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I just
like,
thought it was
that
funny.
was like all of that was like that was all written by comedians. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like,
I would wager that a lot of the script throughout the show was written by comedians.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. The head writer, what's her name? Jessica Gao. The head writer, Jessica Gao, she used to write for Rick and Morty.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were like the jokes that landed for me were all the really quick, sharp ones. And
yeah, like any comedy show. There were some good jokes, there were some whatever
I thought there
jokes.
were more good ones than there were bad ones. Like
fair enough.
Like Thor: Love and Thunder had 100 million bad ones.
Yeah, absolutely. Way funnier than that for sure. The whole Madison character was hilarious. I want to see more of her.
Dude,
she was
shout
funny.
out to her, Patty Guggenheim from the Groundlings. I've had her as an instructor before. She's cool. She's funny.
Oh shit, really?
Oh yeah, you can go see her perform every week at the Groundlings.
She's another Deborah Bye for you.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, she's very talented.
Nice. When is Deborah Bye going to be in the MCU then?
Oh shit, who would you cast Deborah Bye as?
Oh my god.
You don't even know.
Tough one. Probably someone on the X-Men.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Deborah Bye as Kitty Pryde.
Jubilee. Let's make her Jubilee.
Jubilee.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Jubilee sucks. No, I do like Deborah Bye. But yeah, no, I don't know. Overall, I thoroughly had like a fun time watching She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Like, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was just
It was more fun than Moon Knight, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It was
way more fun than. And while, like I said, I do like it better than Miss Marvel. It could be argued which one is better, but I think it was more fun than Miss Marvel for sure.
Yeah, I concur.
And we saw way more. What I liked about She-Hulk as compared to like all the other shows, she was She-Hulk almost every episode for a good amount of the episode. Whereas
True, we did get to see a lot of
at the end
She-Hulk.
of most people's things, you see their final superhero costume in the last episode, or they've only been wearing it for like a few, you know what I mean? Like she was She-Hulk a good amount.
Good point. That was a criticism we had for the other shows.
Yeah, no. From the beginning, she was
from the
She-Hulk.
beginning.
And that was the whole thing. She was like, it wasn't about, let's introduce you to this character. It was like, I'm this character. Let's study this character's life and how they develop as a person over the course of this story arc. You know what I mean? Like, it was much more character-oriented. I mean, they're all kind of character-oriented, but this one felt...
I felt bad for her. Whenever she was going through a hard time, I like genuinely, I was like, that sucks.
Yeah, poor gal.
But her dad was
when
cool.
she had to move back in on her mom, I was like, been there, sister.
Yeah, I liked her dad, though. Her dad was very nice.
Yeah, the whole...
Yeah, her dad was the dude from Perfect Strangers.
Yeah. And I also liked that other dude. What was his name? Mug or Pug?
Pug.
I liked him. I thought he was cool. And the girl. I forgot the girl's name.
Jamil?
Her friend.
Titanium?
Yeah. Whatever her friend's
her
name
friend.
was. You know, the paralegal chick.
Yeah, she was great. I don't remember the character's name. She was awesome. I just I don't know.
Good show.
Good show. How many were we giving it? Anthony, I want you to go first and give your reasoning.
Yeah, you need to go first on this one.
All right.
And give your reasoning. We want numeric.
All right, here we go. So She-Hulk, I liked other MCU shows more. Watching this, the CGI right off the bat, it didn't look good to me. Towards the end, I'm sure they had more time to work on it, so they were able to polish it up a bit more, but especially that first episode, I don't know, the CGI wasn't doing it for me. And so that kind of made it, like, you guys know the uncanny valley, like she looked like normal kind of, but there's something weird about her. Like it's just like, I don't know. It's just, the design was just weird with the CGI and so that takes away points immediately, or maybe a point. I don't know. The show was good, but it wasn't great. But there was also just I felt like, honestly, for me, this show was the MCU show where I even kind of felt like this for What If, to be honest, where I was just watching it because I knew we had to talk about it. And of course I was going to finish it and everything, but
Really? I watched this one because I thoroughly enjoyed it. Even though I liked Miss Marvel, I found Miss Marvel to be more of a chore than this.
See, I liked Miss Marvel a lot, and I was looking forward to it week to week. You know, a lot of the MCU shows I haven't been looking forward to week to week. But this was one of the better ones. I would agree with that. Better than What If, for sure. Better than Moon Knight, for sure. Better than, I don't know. I might have liked Falcon Winter Soldier more than this. I liked a lot of shows more than this. Maybe not Falcon Winter Soldier, but Hawkeye for sure. So it ranks low. It's just compared to other Marvel shows, I didn't like it as much. It had its funny moments, and just talking about it, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I was laughing more than I realized. I don't know. I think, like I said, I don't think it was bad. I just think it was, I don't know. I don't want to say it was mid. I don't want to be I'm saying it's like that. It's better than average for me. So I'm going to give it a 4. 4. I'm giving it a 4.
Whoa.
I accept that.
That's cray-cray.
I respect it. I'm not giving it that, but I respect your logic.
There you go. I hope I made sense.
I'm going to go ahead, throw out my number. I initially had, if you want it, I can give you feedback, but I'm just going to say 5.2.
That's fair.
5.2. Okay.
5.2. 2 tangerine-sized Joe Pesci's.
What are those for? I'll only ask about why those. Where do those come from?
Just in the fact that it was a breath of fresh air. It was so original and kind of different and fun, and while there were aspects of it that was the same formulaic kind of Marvel stuff, I felt overall like they were trying something vastly different. And regardless of my gripes of it, I don't think it should, just because of how hard they tried to do something that also, if I'm being honest, kind of targeted a lot of Marvel's fan base.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I think of the fact that they took that chance and did it anyway. That's where that extra point to that's why I'm not going to knock them a full point down.
Damn. Nice.
Jake?
I'm going to give it a 5.5.
Wow.
Nice.
I don't think it's not a perfect 6. Even I can admit that. But I think I enjoyed this a lot. Like it really is in my top 5 Marvel shows.
No, I agree. It's in my top 5.
I had a good time watching it.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I feel like for phase 4, like we're really not on the same page for most things.
Dude, I mean, I'm just like progressive. I'm getting with the times,
Progressive Jake.
No way, because I liked Eternals more than you guys.
Eternals sucked.
Yeah, but if you're talking about
what sucked?
Eternals?
Oh, it was whack.
If you're talking about progressiveness, is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
Why? Because it was just a multi...
Why? Because it made me want to take a nap?
That's progressive, man. You need to nap more.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, they were like, you need more sleep, King. We got you. So I shouldn't have been so harsh on them.
I think overall, phase 4 has been kind of like meh.
Phase 4 has been a really weak phase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's not just She-Hulk; it's just phase 4. I think.
No, yeah, I agree.
I've farted more exciting things than phase 4. You know what I mean?
Probably farted more exciting things.
That's great.
Oh, that's so stupid.
I did like, it's funny, while the show, and we were criticizing the more toxic people that hated it, I did like the memes that came from making fun of She-Hulk.
Yeah,
like honestly, like most of them were fucking funny as fuck.
So funny.
We didn't even talk about the twerking scene. Like, why did that bother so many people? I don't get it. Like, it's just it's a post-credit scene regardless.
Because a lawyer doesn't twerk, Anthony.
Oh, apparently, yeah.
That's lawyer Ganda.
Yeah.
That's lawyer Ganda.
No, I mean, I was totally fine with it. I loved.
Yeah, like what?
I saw so many people are like in the comment section be like, "Oh, great! Like Stan Lee really would have been down with this." And then someone posted Stan Lee's Stripperella, in which he made a comic about a stripper superhero. So it's like, dude, shut up! You don't even know what you're talking about.
It's so dumb.
I need more boobies.
My only complaint about
that's my only complaint. Where are the boobs? Dude, where's the vagines? Where's the
why? Let them hogs out. You know what
dude,
I mean?
I want to see some green areolas, bro.
Dude. No, my biggest complaint is her ass was so fat while she was twerking. Why wasn't she packing that wagon the whole time? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You mean She-Hulk just her ass?
Yeah, like why wasn't her ass? Her ass was especially fat while she was twerking. Should have stayed that fat the rest of the time. Yeah. Or in that specific moment, was her anger concentrated in her ass?
Ooh, it's true. Because as we know with Hulks, the angrier they are, the bigger and stronger they get. So
now I'm picturing the end of She-Hulk. It's you two guys in the room with Kevin, and you're asking him these questions. You're bringing these points up, and he's just it's sparking and malfunctioning. He just he suicides himself. That's what he does. He's just like, stop it.
Yeah, where it's like, where was the 69 scene between Megan Thee Stallion and She-Hulk? Why didn't she put that wop on her? Yeah,
like Megan Thee Stallion wouldn't be throwing that ass back. Dude,
she would totally be clapping them cheeks on She-Hulk's face.
Yeah, she would bust out the strap.
This is going down a graphic place. This
episode is dedicated to our lady listeners.
Can I put that at the beginning of the episode, like your content?
Put it at the oh, that's great. That's perfect.
Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, for the promo for this, you should just edit that and then just like a short compilation of every time we say something misogynistic or objectifying. Just throw a clip, be like, this is the episode is for the ladies. And me being like, she was a baddie. She busts out the strap.
Yeah. No, yeah, we need. Yeah. Maybe season 2 we'll see that stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
God willing.
What was the like rated R imprint from Marvel? Was it like Marvel Knights?
Yeah, that was Marvel Max. Marvel
Max.
Yeah, I used to read Howard the Duck Marvel Max comics, and they were insane.
Ooh.
Great, like I can only imagine.
Yeah, it was like really like whoa. Dude.
I want to see a Marvel Max Disney Plus show.
Yeah, let's do it.
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, Johnny Sins is Professor X.
Ooh, nice. I like that. Johnny Sins is Professor X. Yes. Anthony, you gotta Photoshop that. I need to see Johnny Sins in a wheelchair.
Last time I had to Photoshop that guy, it was onto Daniel Day-Lewis, so it comes full circle.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what's the connection there. I don't know why we even connected those two guys.
Dude, we did it. We traveled through time and space to do it.
We might have said that Daniel Day-Lewis should be Abraham Slam.
Did we? I think he should.
The dude from Black Hammer.
I think Daniel Lewis should be Magneto.
Ooh.
Yeah, I could be fine with that because I'd say I would be dope with that if they picked a good.
Yeah.
If they would pick a good Charles Xavier counterpart,
Johnny Sins. It's gonna be Johnny Sins and Daniel Day-Lewis are
lifetime foes. Daniel Day-Lewis and Johnny Sins.
Yes, dude.
They're always taking roles away from each other. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Both well-renowned character actors.
Yeah. Johnny Sins has range, dude. He's been an astronaut, a teacher, a handyman, a construction worker. This dude can he puts in work.
A
doctor, yeah.
Stepfather.
A guy looking to buy a house.
All right, get out of here, you shits.
Yeah,
that's this episode.
We got enough of you kids.
You better run along now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to comicsandchronic.com and follow us on Twitter and Instagram and go fuck yourself.
Support Johnny Sins.
Yeah. Definitely support Johnny Sins.
All right.
If you got anything from this episode, Okay.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.